Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here with So Magical Michelle, and it is a creative expressions video where I share my finished objects, works in progress, talk about plans, talk about whatever else is on my mind, and things like that. And I have chapter links below, so hopefully I remember to talk about everything and all that stuff. Also, besides the chapter links, there is a pattern. I link those. This blanket and Millie, they're always linked there, or at least now they are. I just barely linked Millie. Anyway, so check below for any patterns, if there's a pattern, and things like that. And before we get started, I would like to invite you to hook that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. Okay, so that I don't forget, I want to talk about things we're making Thursday. I have done nothing. And Angela did send me a picture, so I wanted to make sure I put that in here. She designed her dishcloth.
Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about designing dishcloths, washcloths, things like that. Some things to consider and remember. If you're using it for dishcloths, I highly recommend cotton. So I have in the past made it with 1-weight cotton and made it with 4-weight cotton. 4-weight cotton is easiest to come by unless you order from places like Hobie has cotton. Oh, what's the name of the other cotton that I have that somebody bought me? I can't remember, but it's a pretty common one. But you have to kind of order them and have them sent to you. But 1-weight cotton, they sell that at Walmart, they sell that at Joann's, and all the different places. Oh yeah, I have some I need to use for a project, but the person never got back to me. Okay, anywho, so yeah, making dishcloths or washcloths, you want to consider the quality of your yarn. I like cotton because cotton's easy to wash and dry. It tends to be softer, and the more you wash it, the softer it gets, kind of thing. Wool doesn't really do well with water, and acrylic, you have to be careful with like heat because it's plastic and it won't melt. But hey, if you want to make your washcloths with acrylic yarn, that's fine. Just be really careful about heat. I was like, why am I so distracted? And now I remember why. They know I came in here to video, and they're just yuckity, yuckity, yuckity. I'm like, why am I so distracted? Okay. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to make any dishcloths this time. I wonder if I could find the video where I talked about one. I did a dishcloth. Did I make it up myself? I don't remember. But I do remember that I loved it. It was on an angle so that it was like the knitted ones. It was crochet, and I did like a single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one, and like so over the chain you skipped a stitch, and then you came through and did the chain or the single crochet in the chain stitch and skipped the single crochet. No, this is not coming out right. Hold on. You're not helping me, thing. You are too bright and it's bugging my eyes out. Okay, I don't know if that will help or not. Okay, so you do however many of your stitches. You single crochet, chain one, and skip a stitch. Single crochet, chain one, and skip a stitch. So you're single crochet and chain one, single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one, and you're skipping all those stitches, right? When you come back through, you put your single crochet where the chain stitch stitches are you chain over the single crochet from the row below, put a chain stitch in. I hope that makes sense. I know there's a name for that stitch and I cannot remember it. Anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up of what's happening for this month. The challenge is to design a dishcloth. I will not be doing it because I have a lot of things going on, and as much as I like having dishcloths and stuff, if I'm gonna make a dishcloth, I'm probably just gonna do what I already have done, and it's just not currently the priority for me, if that makes sense. But I am working on a make-along, so I will talk about that in a minute because I wanted to show you my finished objects first. So finished objects. These are my temperature socks, guys. Like, there we go. That looks better. Temperature socks. I did manage, the way that I put the heels on, put it so that that weird bit where I had the changing things is going to be on the inside. So, I was trying all kinds of different things as I got up here for the changes, and it just wasn't lovely. When I got up to here, you can see there's the jog, but like it's not as ugly as down lower, and that's because I switched to kind of more of a helical style where I knit around with the colored stripe, and then I knit the white stripe. Well, how it works is you knit until you get to the next color in 3 stitches before you slip stitch, and then you knit with the next color. So I would knit until I would get to the white. I would do my slip stitches, knit the white all the way around until I switched to the color, and then my color would come back around to the beginning of the round. So that all I had to do was knit my last stitch from that color and switch colors if the color needed to be switched. And then towards the end, on my last one is when I finally finished the white round. I have no clue if that makes any sense to you. But I did a 1x1 twisted rib stitch. I was just really curious how that would look on the top. And my daughter actually likes these socks. They are not colors that I like. If I would have had more of the blues, but we had these 4 rows of blue, then we went into these browns and gray browns, right into the yellows and the oranges. There's these 4 burgundy rows in here. It's more oranges and yellows and a few gray browns, and then there's like 2 blues up here at the top amongst the grays and the browns, and I'm like, really? So the blue like hardly even showed up. They're pretty much yellow and orange socks, which some people love, and they are not mine, but she loves them and they fit her really well. They actually fit her better than they do me. The only thing she doesn't like is that this is kind of loose and stuff, but I told her if she wants me to, somewhere, I look over there because I think it's over in that box, but I can put some elastic in the top to scrunch those around, scrunch it so it isn't baggy for her. So that's finished. Yay. Okay. The next thing I'm counting is a finished object, even though I have not woven in ends. Figure out where it is. I just like brought everything in, and there's no rhyme or reason to where it's at. Okay, I finished them just now. My helical socks. So both of these have the Fish Lips Kiss heels. These socks fit me so much better than these ones. And it's just like, if I put the heels together, you can see there's not a lot of difference, but that little tiny difference makes the difference in these fitting me. And then they are a little bit more snug around. As far as the snugness around, I think somewhere in between these when I'm working with a cotton yarn makes sense. So these have 60 and these have, what's 26 plus 26? Like 52? So I'm thinking like a 56. 56 if I want it divisible by 4. 58 would probably work really well for me. 60 like around fit great. I just need to get the length shorter before I put my heel in. So I don't know. I'm excited about these. So these are helical, which means that for these I started, you can see how the pink stripe starts over here and the white stripe starts over here, and then they keep spiraling up on top of each other until I got to the heel, and then you make sure that your yarn is where your heel color starts at the end, and the others need to be on the front so it doesn't mess up the spiraling. So I did that, and then at the end here, my pink one ends here. Like I said, I have not woven in the yarns yet, so it'll look better once that's woven in. But the pink ends there, and then the white ends over here. And then I moved into green all the way around. And I did want I wanted these stripes to end on the back, which is why they're as tall as they are. But they're just going to be perfect for me. And I just did the stockinette and let it roll down. I like that look for your top for me. And with the stripes, it just, I don't know, it seemed better that way. So I'm excited about them, and I just have to weave in the ends. But I'm counting them as finished because that's all that's left. So for the video, but I will take pictures, post probably on Instagram of them after their ends are woven in. And if you are on Ravelry, it will be on my project page, things like that. The other thing that I'm counting as finished object is, if you'll remember, I was undoing my rose-colored sweaters so I could start it with some changes. And so I've got all my yarn here, and that's done. So I finished frogging that, and now this yarn is just waiting for me to be ready to pick it up and crochet or knit. Actually, it will be knit. So yeah. All right. So that's it for finished objects. So let's move into works in progress. And we'll start with a cowl and make along that I'm doing. It's a crochet along, actually. Lori the Armchair Chef is doing quick and easy projects. So you've got like a 2-week span. She gives you the project and you make it. And I thought, I'll just watch it. If I think the project works for me right now, I'll do it. And if not, I won't participate and it won't be a big deal. Well, it's a hat. And if you know me, you know that every year, or every Sunday, I work on hats. Although this one I'm working on throughout the week as well because I want to get it done in time. But I started the hat. My stitches don't quite look right, but they still look really cute. I only did this little bit of a ribbing because that's how much yarn I had. I tried going around with the rest of the yarn and I made it maybe with that much more that I needed, and I didn't have enough yarn to go around one more time. So I had to undo that and cut off my yarn and start the purple. But that's okay. It's okay if it has a short little thing. I'll still make it the right height. So I think most of them, these stitches kind of end up on top of each other more than mine do, and maybe not, but it doesn't matter. It's still cute. It's still fun. I'm probably, halfway done maybe? Yeah, I think so. So I'm excited about that. It is a crochet project, so I have to be careful how much I work on it, which is part of why I want to work on it throughout the week besides just on Sundays, because I know I would not finish this next Sunday because my arm would be like, nope, you're done way too soon, and it wouldn't get done. And I don't push myself when my arm starts hurting, because if I do that, then I can't crochet or knit for a while. And if I am careful and my arm starts screaming at me, I put it down, then I can continue at least knitting. And usually I can do a little bit of crochet every day. So yeah, I'm going to be working on this a little bit and get this done for the quick and easy 2025, whatever numbers she puts with it. So there's that. that work in progress. I also am thinking of we're seeing how fast I can do it. I don't know if I'll have time to do it, but Judy's Creation and Crochet, she is doing butterflies this year. Last year she did the bird of the month, and the year before that she did flowers. And she gives you a picture, and you look at the picture and you take inspiration from the colors and you use them to make something. This month, this is the butterfly that she put up, and it is so beautiful. And I already had something that I was debating. I have two colors, and I was like, which one do I want to cast on next, and everything like that. And I'm hoping that I can do this in 3 weeks, but we'll see, because I have this sock yarn that I got from my surprise Santa, and I think that this would make, I wanted to either make these ones or the red and pink ones. And so because the bird of the month is, or butterfly of the month is these colors, I thought, oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to cast these on. I don't know if I can make them in 3 weeks, but we'll find out. So that's my goal for that. So I'm working on that because I wanted to do the socks anyway. It helped me decide which pair to make. So there you go. There's that. What else? Okay, tithing projects. Besides that hat that I'm crocheting for the Lori's thing, I did also, like I said, I can only do so much crocheting. So I did work on this. I had cast on the, like just the cast on. Hadn't done the knitting it and getting it together from last week. So I hooked it together, did my little ribbing, and I've gotten this far on this hat. So I'm about halfway on this hat too. But this one, I will just work on Sundays to finish the knitted hat. So tithing hat, yay. And put you back in here so I don't lose you. What else do I have? I have this. I want to see if I have more yarn. I'm making a hot pad, like the pincher kind, but I have little pincher ones, and we like them as far as like grabbing things, but because they like just come to here, it's very nerve-wracking and makes us anxious about burning our hands. So I found a pattern. I will link that pattern. I'll link the pattern to Lori's Quick and Easy thing as well as the video that she has talking about it. I'll link both of those below so you can see that pattern. I also will be doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern. But anyway, this is the back, and then you make a shorter shape that's just like this that goes in the front, and then you make this piece that goes between them and hooks them together, so you'll still have the mouth thingy. But I've got to see if I have more of the cotton, because this is what I have left of what I was using for this. It may end up being a very Mod Podge, whatever kinds of cottons I can find, so we'll see. Alright, so that I don't forget, I'm going to hurry and ask for my daughter's cane. Okay, we have this. This is my daughter's cane. Oh, guys, this is purple, like violet purple, and right now I'm seeing blue. That's so sad. You can't even see what color. Anyway, we're guessing there's acrylic in this because she's having issues with it. So she knows I'm making it. She doesn't know what color I'm making it. I'm making it black. And it's funny, I was using both little things and doing a thing where you do like kind of like magic loop, but on one half you use one and one half you use the other. It's the two circulars method. But then I got to a point where I can just work across as if I'm working on straight needles. Kind of funny. Anyway, let me hurry and hook this on so I can show you. I've made it so this will slip on the end here, and I'm working up here. And then it looks like I've got probably an inch or more to go. And then I would go back to making a tube to hook around to the end and cover this up. This has only got a small lip here because my hope is that she can slide the tube on here and then this will slide around to hold that on there. We will see because I'm making this up as I go. But yeah, I'm excited to do this for her. So yeah. That's everything in here. Okay. What else? I did not bring my cardigan in with me. Right now I'm just working on the sleeves and I've done maybe 5 rows since I showed it last week. I've got a lot of other projects going and I don't enjoy working with the acrylic yarn and my wooden needles. The combination is extra frustrating, so I have to kind of push myself to work on that one. And with all the other projects, it hasn't been a priority. But this one I have been making progress on. So I had finished the second stitch thing and was getting ready to transition into the third one last time we talked. And so we have we have the first section of stuff where it's just kind of this up and down, looks, I don't know, I guess kind of like wheat. And then this section here has this little, like it goes out and then out and out. And then this one is like just so many more holes like that. So I'm excited about it and making progress. I did, let's see, I can't remember how many times. I think I was supposed to repeat this section 5 times. So I finished the first repeat. Have my little yarn in there to hold that place. Anyway, so that is exciting. Of course, that pattern will be linked below. Obviously, this doesn't have a pattern because I'm making it up as I go. Socks, it's just a pretty basic pattern except for the fish lips kiss hills. And then the only other thing I have working on that I can think of like I seriously can't think of if there's anything else I'm working on besides mosaic crochet. So one of my subscribers, she challenged me to do this, and then that's the red and orange, by the way. I lost my dog, and then a couple of weeks later she lost her dog, and just for me, I have this distraction of kids living at home, and we got the kittens and things like that. She could use our prayers, guys. She's kind of having a hard time this time around. So, she lives alone and lost her companion. And it's just with winter and everything, yeah, she could use our prayers. So anyway, we got the red and the orange. And my yellow section and this green section. And the blue and the purple, it doesn't look purple on screen. And then I was working on the blue and finishing up the blue that's down here. I just finished it and there's my green. That's my next section. On the back, this is just pretty much stripes. Sometimes you can kind of see shapes in the stripes. There is a way to do it that will what's the word? Make it reversible. So that's pretty cool. And Juniper and Oaks does have a tutorial for that. So if you want to check it out, there's a pattern for this. It's her gingerbread pattern that she started doing, the reversible. So you can find on our website that information. And so yeah, that's what I've got so far of the green. I have been working on it. Finished the blue and I've worked on the green, and I'm excited about that. This shirt looks black, doesn't it? It's navy. Anyway, oh look, if I move like that you can see it's navy. Does that mean if this is closer you can see it's purple? Closer. Let's see. Where? Oh, still looks blue. Anywho. So that covers my works in progress and stuff. At least the things I'm actively working on. I have a whole bunch of plans, a whole bunch of things I'm not working on. We'll just see how the year goes. That's kind of what we are doing. Big focuses and changes in my life are a few weeks ago. I asked God what my gift to the world is. And a couple days later, I was told that I hold space in my heart for love. And in doing so, I was like, it just hit me in a way and resonated with me. So then I was like, well, I hold space in my heart for Jesus. And I started like saying that a lot. I hold space in my heart for Jesus. And one of my friends in church talked about his Jesus. He says, my Jesus is my Jesus. It's not the same as your Jesus. I want you to know your Jesus. And that just really kind of hit me in a way that I don't even know how to explain. And so now I'm saying I hold space in my heart for my Jesus. A part of holding space in my heart for him has been letting the walls down. There's been some anger and some hurt and some feeling like I was betrayed that I had to give to him in order for him to be able to come into my heart. In order to hold space for him, I had to take down the walls to let him in. And in so doing, I have been flooded with solutions and ideas and things. I'm holding space for him in my home, which has helped me to get some of the things figured out in my home. And I have found a devotional that I'm using for this year. I'm really excited about that because I'm holding space in my day for God and my conversations with him. And so I have that devotional going, and my church has a program that I'm re-emphasizing in, but I'm not doing that daily, I'm doing that weekly. So I'm doing that on Sundays and putting my devotion into that and the daily things. And it's changed the algorithms a little bit on my YouTube, which has been great. And I've come up with some different kinds of devotionals and things that have showed up. And a lady talking about hearing God and different ways we hear him. And it's just been amazing. It's amazing the answers that come, the solutions that come, the spirit that comes in my heart. And so that's been a big focus for me, is reestablishing this relationship with Christ and making it deeper than it's ever been. Really letting him into my heart. Healing comes from that in ways that one could never explain. You just have to experience it for yourself. And letting him into my home and having him help me figure out how to take care of my home and create that space for him here. And even in that, one of my favorite people to follow for decluttering advice, her name is Dana K. White, and she's just releasing a book. It's in pre-order right now that's actually about Jesus not caring about your mess. Like, I'm pretty sure the premise is that, what your house looks like isn't as important to him as what your heart is, and that kind of thing. I don't know, but it was just the timing of it is just fascinating to me, like all these things just showing up. So I don't know where that's gonna take me in my journey, how that shows up in my yarny world or not, but I'm excited about it. It's opened me up to be more intentional with my prayers, and more outside of myself with my prayers, like actually truly taking time to think about the people that need prayers, why they need prayers, and offer up those prayers with more love in my heart for them. It's been fascinating. That's probably the biggest thing happening in my life right now. Yeah. We have an event in a couple weeks at our house. That's a little frustrating, but it's also motivation to get my house in order, at least the public places. Like, I come in here and I'm like, I really want to clean my room and declutter my room. It is becoming a mess. It's kind of my craft space. Like, I craft in the front room sitting on the couch watching TV or YouTube or talking to my kids or whatever. I do my knitting and crocheting out there, but like the supplies are in here. And like a craft room happens, it collects clutter. It's like, oh, instead of taking time to put stuff away, it just kind of gets dumped. That frustrates me, but it is what it is. So yeah, those are some updates. Working on my home, working on my life, my heart with Jesus, and just trying to get kids through. We started back to school today. This was being recorded late Monday. Hopefully I get it out tomorrow. It might be Wednesday when this comes out. But yeah, working on all of the things and doing all the things and just living life like we all are trying to live life. We're at different stages and everything, and in my stage, my youngest is 15, and I have 5 kids living at home and 2 kittens who are 5 months old. It's so crazy. And just, we plug through. Sometimes we question, like, what's the purpose of it? Like, we get up and like, what can I do today? Do. And I'm like, is that really what life is supposed to be about? It's just always doing. So I go through my little things. And even with the crocheting and the knitting, I'm like, what's the purpose of it? Is there a purpose for it? Yes, it gives me something to do with my hands. Yes. Like, I'm making gifts. Gifts are fun, and I enjoy wearing the things I'm making, but sometimes I wonder, what's the point of it? Maybe I spend too much time thinking about that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, I really don't have much else to say. That's kind of it. I just really mostly wanted to share what I was working on outside of the Jesus in my heart thing. There's really not much going on in my life. Oh yeah, I need to do a menu plan really bad because I have no clue what we're eating for dinner tomorrow. Life is fascinating. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Ramble. Remember, everybody, let me get these ready, to let your light shine through your creations, whether they be socks, blankets, clothing, toys, whatever, knit, crochet, weaving, whatever you choose to do. Remember to let your light shine, and I'll see you guys next time.